Okay, so we want to take a moment to talk about the creepiness of a Persian and the overstepping of the boundaries. They don't have boundaries. It's fucking gross. It's not normal. So men in the Middle East hold men's hands. It's not normal. They don't like women, so they put them in those burqas or whatever the hell those things are. And women in the country are fucking crazy as shit. Go take a look at Mona Van's mother and her grandmother. They're all judgmental as shit. Their personalities speak for themselves as if they're all sunshine and rainbows. But underneath all of it, they're sadistic pieces of shit. So that's a sociopath. So they lure you in. You sit in front of them. They relax. They get you to relax. And then they try to steal from you what they can get out of you so that they can feel uplifted. All in this place of no education and no movement for the audience. All in their Arabic tongue speaking English. That's the crazy part in trying to communicate this to each and every one of you, is because they don't speak English the way you speak English. So they do a lot of this short segments of conversation they're like parrot talkers. They don't have their feet on the ground. And they're always looking at ways to stay on the pedestal. Meaning they don't really know what it means to be a failure, and that's a weakness. They don't even understand that I just said that the failing is the graciousness of the journey of a process. They won't embrace their failures in learning. They won't even acknowledge that they're failing, and they'll never do corrective behavior because they have money. They'll tell you you're unworthy without telling you that you're unworthy. They'll confuse you and get you to relax to where they uplift you and then crash you down. They lie to you and carrot chase. They carrot chase themselves, and then they hold a carrot in front of you and say, 1, 2, you could potentially have this, but it never arrives. All air of that soft voice that never gets any results. We like to eat fart, and we like to eat fart. That's the dude in this video, the top 3 things to do in brand building.
The lyrics and like what the point is and the context.
So that right there was a plant to get laughter. Did you take the bait? Because that's an example of them. Because I'm not fucking kidding you that they are like a fart. So if you caught the wave of the laughter, you're now at risk for a collapse, which will feel like a panic attack.
It really matters to me.
Yeah. And
for you, because I've already battled this shit.
You don't have to be musical to have a moment in a minute.
So that's this the way he's speaking. He's like going like this. You don't have to be musical.
Memory. And with a song or a sense.
Well, I think that's what's so profound about what you're doing.
So what we're seeing here in this video is they're not really communicating with each other. It's like leading the witness.
I think that's exactly.
All using air and air traffic controlling, which makes you sick to your stomach. It makes people sick and mentally ill to their stomach because he's working with the devil.
Exactly right. I feel like even the least interested people on earth to music or least musical, it's probably impossible for them.
All friendliness trying to flow in through the air, but that's not business. Not sure what part of that you don't fucking understand. The Arabics are not business or real. They're like fake ass people.
Not to be able to reference a song in the context of the day something remarkable.
They don't do any heavy lifting. In the world, they're like sitting on a throne, all of them. What would heavy lifting look like? Going to your mother and saying, I don't like the way that you talk to me like that. I don't like the way that you said that to me. And then he pulls out a gun and he shoots you.
Or something horrible happened in their lives, or meaningful.
Yeah, but they don't even conversate in ways that make any sense associated to those things. So they're all in Canada celebrating Thanksgiving. Why are you in Canada celebrating Thanksgiving when Thanksgiving in Canada is in October?
I think that is why.
Does that make any sense to anyone?
Music is so by everybody in 2025 and late 2024 is that almost everybody who's
He's got a list of questions that he's asking.
watching this is producing content for selfish wants, whatever that might be.
Selfish wants. Okay, one
Right.
second. Yeah.
See, that got him uplifted. He's like, selfish?
The rich, they want more followers, they need more likes, they want to get the girl. It's all very.
That's all they want.
That is the number 1, 2, and 3 mistake of everybody making.
So he says that's a mistake, but he's all into the conversation. How do I do that? He's playing his ass.
Content. Every brand selling Reeboks or sneakers or Toyota just drove by.
Understand that, and you'll understand the game of this nonsense of influence. They want those things, and they only care about those things, but he's teaching and talking. He's not teaching. This is so fucking complicated to fucking talk to you about this. Their buildings are made off of sand. They do not deliver anything to the fucking audience except for showing off diamonds, rubies, and nonsense. All an act to get you to like them. Delivering on nothing of substance to any of you. But have an ability to use air to fart in your face to where you're actually into it. It's called a narcissist, but they won't call the Middle East narcissism because it's worse than that. It's worse than a narcissist.
Whatever, Hard Rock Cafe or everything I'm looking at, crackers, I want you to buy this, I want you to buy this, I want you to buy this.
They basically just do that all day. I want you to buy this, I want you to buy this, I want you to buy this. And then it's maneuvering in and out of people's vulnerabilities of emotions, of what they learn from television, to fuck you all over. So they live in the white light of the white land of what they think is freedom, but they come from the land of filth. So would you say that they're robbing you in America of the American dream?
Macro framework. What's up, my man? The macro framework.
Are they? Or are we catching the Middle East finally combating terrorism? That's the real fucking question, because I do believe that we are catching a bunch of criminals on American soil. But look at what this is where we go now, is go look at what Mona Van posts while she instigates smiles in these weird ass luxury instigative poses.
No.
Like that. I know, I'm literally like kicking their ass and they're like not even know that they're getting fucked. And that should have gaslit you. But you need to calm down, because I'm telling you, this motherfucker ain't real.
Framework.
He's robbing you of your entire existence, from your complete legacy of your heritage.
Everybody's misplaying is they're making content for themselves.
He makes content for himself. But he's already rich. He makes content for himself. She makes content for herself. Americans, are you selfish? Generally, Americans really are not selfish, but now we've become selfish because of Joe Biden and how he sold us out to the Middle East. So now you're operating like a Middle Eastern and not an American. While celebrities have sold your asses out like Jennifer Lawrence. And all of these things of the truths of what these people have done, some undercover and some not, are and will come out in your fucking faces.
Myself look good.
I'm supposed to be.
What do you have to say about that, Middle East? Some of you in this country should be very, very fucking afraid. We are exposing all of the Middle East for what you've done to America, because America is first.